Welcome in to this Tuesday edition, Blue Sky Live here with you this morning. Chase Parham, Neal, McCready, Clark Ford Studio. Ole Miss basketball kicking off their season last night with a comfortable win over Southeastern Louisiana, 88-58. Coverage of that at rebels247.com. Season-long coverage of Ole Miss men's basketball presented by Funkies. We'll have more on basketball here in a bit. The first college football playoff rankings TV special is tonight, 7 o'clock for that one. Hey, spoiler alert, the Rebels will be included in that tonight. Somewhere around 6, 7 probably.
Did you see the really horrific social media thing they put in about the committee getting together? Leave your hat at the door, and so everybody hung their hat, pardon me, on a hat rack.
Did they really?
Yeah. You people that, not you, Chase, but you people that have faith in this committee, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Like any faith that I had that, hey, they'll get this right this year, when I saw that little social media thing, I went, no, never mind.
Well, my favorite part of those pictures throughout the year is when they show them in the room together. Like, we have to be in the same room to watch this, just this one day, not the rest of the year, but this one day we have to all get together and make sure we see every sport. And the chairs are super uncomfortable, and they're just in this random ballroom with like these little bitty TVs in places. It is the most mockery of mockery for what it is. If you take just 1 second, to think about it, and you go, hold on. All right, before I get too far down that rabbit hole, tell you about Blue Sky locations all over the state of Mississippi, up down I-55 throughout North Mississippi as well. Head down 55 tomorrow for Mistletoe Market. Blue Sky locations all over the state of Mississippi, as I said. Sweet Daddy stops at most of those, doing everything from helping out your tailgate if you need it this weekend. Ole Miss in the Citadel, plenty of Grove time if you would like it. This weekend, a little cooler temperatures, pick up some brisket barbecue. We're getting into that season, getting into soup season, getting into a lot of that stuff. Sweet Daddies and Blue Sky can help you with lunch specials or otherwise. And again, coming to you from the Clark Ford Studio.
We are Clark Ford's in Amory, Mississippi, 662-257-1900. Call that number. Ask for Corey Clark. Tell Corey what Ford product you're looking for. He'll send you a quote within 15 minutes in business hours, right to the bottom line. There's no hassle. There's no haggle. You get your quote. The rest is up to you. You can shop that quote around. You can do what I've done, but I recommend that you do. And that is hop into a Clark Ford today. Corey and the people at Clark Ford want to be your car guy. They want to be your truck guy. They'll prove to you what it means when you make the call. 662-257-1900. Our guest will join this week on the Campbell Clinic hotline, from fractures and sports injuries to complex spine and limb conditions. The pediatric orthopedic physicians at Campbell Clinic in Oxford are the only specialized pediatric orthopedic team in North Mississippi, providing expert care for growing bodies. Visit CampbellClinicOxford.com to schedule an appointment or call 901-759-3111.
So you're going to get a lot of stuff today. We'll get to the lines. There's actually, when I walked in, I don't know if we knew what we were trying to talk about, but there's a good bit to get to. But have you followed, the message board is suddenly following it. Have you followed this Marshall Academy thing from Friday night with the Washington school?
No.
Okay, have you not seen this? So I saw the message board post. I'll be as brief as possible here.
I watched the Utah Jazz and Charlotte Hornets on Sunday, so no, I did not keep up with Marshall Academy.
Okay.
I have my own set of issues.
Well, they weren't on television, so I mean, I thought, whatever. So I'm reading here, and again, you have to take this to context. I'm reading a column from the Delta Democrat Times, okay? John Alverson, I believe, is the publisher, the editor of that paper. And I think he has a son on the team for Washington, okay? So the setup here is that MAIS, I don't know why, I have no history with MAIS. We would need Rupi for that. He's our expert on that. Is they have split into two different classifications for each classification. So you have two state champions in each classification now.
Sure.
Again, I don't know. Okay, so keep that in context as I'm reading.
Fine.
This is from Alverson. And what was probably the worst display of sportsmanship I've ever seen in the 35 years I've covered high school football. Washington School beat Marshall Academy 53-6 to become district champions and advance to the top-tier championship bracket at MAIS AAA. The bad short sportsmanship didn't result in any personal foul flags. It wasn't committed by the winners in the lopsided game. It came from Marshall Academy's lack of activity. And what can only be described as a redneck move, Marshall head coach Chris Benui, sat at least 13 players, refused to attempt an offensive play in the second half, and lost on purpose. While the move may have seemed brilliant to him at the time, I hope it results in his team being banned from the very thing they hope to accomplish. The MAIS competition committee restructured its playoffs for this season, and it created a two-tier state championship system. The winner of the game from Friday would advance to the top-tier playoff for the real state championship, while the loser would fall into perhaps the top seed in the lower tier not real state championship. By losing in such a fashion, Marshall now gets to play for what amounts to be a meaningless title. So this dude in the second half just didn't run plays. He took delay of games every single play, including, and this is not mathematically possible, inside the 5 where they kept doing the halfway thing, and finally the refs just gave the other team a safety because they couldn't move them back any farther because the team just refused to play. Apparently they had players on the sidelines in pajamas. They just didn't play.
Yeah.
In an effort to get into the lower tier bracket and win, I'm using quotes here, a state championship. They have been fined $7,500. They cannot play any home games in the playoffs, and the coach has been indefinitely suspended from all MAIS activity moving forward.
Yeah, redneck move describes that.
Seems fair.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless.
You hadn't seen that? Yeah.
No, I haven't. I don't keep up with MAIS activities much. No, I'm.
I mean, I'm floored here. What are we doing? I mean,
I think one of the things that's happened with sports at the youth level, at the travel ball level, I'm out of it now. I watched it. I observed it. The reason that sports are so good for young men and young women too, but they're really good for young men because they give them a sense of purpose.
Yeah, sure.
You get to be part of team. You learn about overcoming obstacles. You learn about putting team over self. You learn about self-sacrifice. You learn to care about others. You learn a lot of life skills playing sports. And the reason sports are important at that age is because, frankly, there aren't real-life consequences for mistakes. If your high school football team loses a game, life goes on. Be all right. If you blow a coverage and that's the reason your team loses a rivalry game, you'll be okay. Be all right. You'll learn from it. How your teammates pick you up, things of that nature, right? But what's happened is, and you see this, I saw it at a very early age with my son's, quote, baseball career, end quote, is you have coaches, and redneck's the right word. People get mad at that word because it's applicable. They put winning in front of everything else. Literally in front of everything else. Decency, development, everything. So this doesn't really surprise me that this happened. I think the thing that surprises me is that no one at that school, and I don't know anything about that school, no one at that school at any point got wind of this and said, no, we're not doing that. No, that's not what this is about.
Or after the first series, even if he didn't know it at the time, the principal goes down and goes, no, hell no, play the game.
Well, the kids in the pajamas on the sideline.
Yeah.
Someone saw that, right?
Yeah.
And someone should have said, what are we doing? What is this? Because what you're not doing is teaching the young men that are under your charge anything at all. So,
all to avoid getting beat by Tri-County in the first round of the playoffs. That's what you do, because that matters. That's what it's about. Damnedest thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, I don't know. It's just, I mean, I'm not worked up about it. This will be the last time I'll ever think about it. But if my son played for that team, I would have been probably incensed.
Oh, okay. Anyway, not a MAIS podcast, but just saw that this morning and was reading through it and pulled up the story and went, oh my God. I don't really understand the 2 classification thing anyway. I don't know.
But I'm not familiar with the system at all. I mean, I know a handful of the schools. I've heard of them, whatnot. back in the day when I was working at the Oxford Eagle, I covered North Delta some when they won the state championship, but I don't remember what the classifications or whatnot they were. I simply don't recall. It's been a long, long time ago.
All right, we'll move on. It's fine. Just that was my thing for the day. Real quick before we get into sports, say this too. People have been asking. The IHL announced all the enrollment numbers for 2025 yesterday. It's been a bit of a, let's not say hot topic, but people have been asking a good bit. Probably good for Mississippi as a whole here that the enrollment cliff is coming for a lot of the universities in the state and around the country, and overall about a 3% uptick in total students in the state of Mississippi among the entire IHL system. However, Ole Miss and Mississippi State clearly the front runners on why that is the case. Although Mississippi University women had an 8% increase this year. Oh. So Ole Miss, I think, ended up being the second largest freshman class ever. I know that was the number everybody was really hung up on for the last few months because it was well below what some of the people had said projection wise, but it's still a very large class. Frankly, Ole Miss didn't need some huge large class on the freshmen, if we're being completely frank from an infrastructure standpoint. I think 54 and change, close to 5,500 freshmen is what I recall on that. Total campus, if you don't count the medical center, and there's debate whether you should or shouldn't. Ole Miss typically does. The IHL sometimes doesn't, which, again, whole different political situation. Ole Miss total enrollment for its campuses outside of medical center, 25,222 students. That is up from 23,981 a year ago. That is a 5.2% increase. No, sorry, it's a 4.7% increase. The medical center has gone from 3,143 to 3,183. Let's see what else. No, I'm right. No, I'm sorry. Never mind. Hang on. What is that? I apologize. Okay, let me redo this. They put the entire system, including the medical center, in 28,405, a 4.7% increase. The Ole Miss campus by itself, 5.2% increase at 25,000, whatever.
The Oxford
I apologize. Yeah, or maybe counting the satellites too, Tupelo, Boonville. I don't know, but okay. That's a guess.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so 28,405 counting, 25,222 not counting, if you will, both increases. Mississippi State had a 1.8% increase. They went from 23,150 to 23,563. Only one school in the state had a negative from one year to the next, and that was Alcorn. They had a 3.2% fall from 2,995 to 2,900. So the 28,000, a record for the state of Mississippi, the largest system, if you will, counting Ole Miss, all students there for this year. So anyway, just throwing that out there. Yeah, I mean, look, you want to grow, well, and it's been a very difficult thing on trying to figure out where to put people, how many to put in, project, because when you don't have enough beds, you go over and above trying to find beds. Then sometimes you get in contracts where then when you don't fill it, you got to find out how to fix that. It's not a science. It's a difficult situation that they're in. That's in some ways, pardon my progress. A lot of schools would be like, yeah, you poor people that you're growing to this clip. Around the cliff, frankly. But at the same time, there is a lot going on there on how to get those numbers exactly right. Projections are very important for Ole Miss right now to get as accurate as possible. And you can't do that because you can count applications, you can count admitted students, but at the end of the day, those students could go somewhere else. You have no ability until they actually put the line down that that's what's going on. So, yes, campus housing is a very legitimate issue. There's no doubt. And frankly, it's a city issue because just the infrastructure of how many people are using your town every single day. I mean, that's what I was talking to Robin about last year, was that a normal day when nothing is going on, there were no events on campus, there was no game, there was no anything. Oxford census, I think, is at 28,000 on people, and there were 95,000 people that had come through town that day.
Really?
With nothing going on.
Wow.
Yeah, they measured through cell phone data, and it was like 93, 95, something like that. Yeah. So BWL, next week will be for the game against Bakersfield, the last game at Tad Smith Coliseum. They are going to demolish said Coliseum
After graduation.
in May, June, whatever. I think parking lot at first, and then eventually I've always heard some sort of circle quad type green space that allows buildings on the exterior, kind of like the circle with the Lyceum and whatnot. Housing, academic buildings, whatever. That's beyond my purview or understanding. But
it seems like an ideal place to put some housing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the campus better than I do. I got lost on it the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah. Leaving the event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I go to 2 places on campus, and so I was at a different place leaving, having to maneuver to get to a parking lot that I'd never been to before, and I got a little turned around.
They've always wanted to tear down the Tadpad. It's just it's expensive to demolish it. Like, that's the thing, is you're doing cost benefit. Number one, it was incredibly handy during the pandemic because you had classes in there. The dance and cheerleading teams still use it to this day. That's their home base.
Yep.
So you got to put them somewhere. You got to handle that. And yeah, it's just completely expensive. I mean, it's millions of dollars, or at least multiple $1 million to tear down and dispose and then go from there. So in today's world is that the top of the priority for 7-figure checks? It has not been, but at some point you just got to do it. I mean, it's a very noticeable public piece of campus. If you can turn that into that long term, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you were never going to turn the Tadpad into a hockey arena for a club sport. Sorry, no. That had zero chance.
No,
because if Ole Miss ever gets a gymnastics team, they will play in the pavilion. They will not play in the Tadpad. That is how that will work. So
there was no point. You literally couldn't justify pouring money into that building.
Oh God, no.
I mean, I have the very unpopular opinion of thinking the Tadpad games I don't understand it. I mean, I respect people's decision to play it, but if I were in the room, I'd be like, we have this really nice facility. Why are we going to go play across the street in a dump?
Well, it's just once. It's not like
understand.
I mean,
I get it. But you have people coming into town Friday for, I get it's the Citadel, but they're coming in for a football weekend. Why not show them the good arena? That's my opinion. It's no big deal. Listen, I don't have a strong opinion on this.
I liked it the first time. I thought it was really neat the first time they did it. Yeah. I don't know that I cared about it being an annual event beyond that.
Yeah.
I thought it gave a lot of people an ability to have here's what, I mean, look, and again, somebody like everybody handling at Ole Miss, Paris at Auburn, like I'm sure they would be yelling at me right now when I get it. Here's kind of the thing that you do lose, though, a little bit. And I'm in the minority, okay? So don't yell at me. I get I'm in the minority. You're just watching basketball. You're not distracted by the damn video board showing everybody every 3 seconds and all the music where you can't hear. It's actually a more pleasant experience for me.
Oh.
Now, look, the seats are torture devices. I mean, I'm not crediting the arena, but from an environmental standpoint where you're just watching the game, pretty damn pleasant.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying. I think sometimes, and I understand you're trying to keep kids involved and all that stuff. And I'm different too, because like my daughter didn't go to the Kids Day game yesterday because the century was just too much. It's too loud. That Kids Day game is deafening. And it was not her jam. But yeah, no, you do the Tadpad game once and kind of go, whoa, that's different. It's kind of like when you go to a golf tournament, in Augusta and they don't have phones up and you go, whoa, we're just watching the event.
Yeah.
Kind of nice all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Don't hate that. Just saying. The ticket, the OMAP is on the back side of Tad Smith Coliseum. Denson and his team's offices are on the back side of Tad Smith. His office is the former head basketball coach's office from when they were housed there.
He'll have to find the new office.
Yes. I'm the old man yelling at the cloud. The video board is the cloud. Yes, I understand. I get it. I have no idea where they will go. I have no clue. The ticket office is there too. That's correct. So I don't know. They'll go somewhere. They'll figure it out.
Maybe they won't have a ticket office anymore. Maybe they'll shut down the foundation.
Seems doubtful, but you never know.
Sorry, Denson. You're out of a gig.
Work from home. Zoom.
Yeah, it could Zoom. Microsoft Teams.
Big on the teams.
You could. Caroline was here the other day. She was doing a lot of Teams stuff with her work.
Was she?
Yeah. So Denson can do Teams. You don't need a damn office.
Is that your suggestion?
I haven't given it any thought, but yeah. As I think about it now, you don't need an office. You got a phone, a laptop,
camera.
Good. Some of the cameras on the new computers now are incredible.
I got down a rabbit hole. I promise we're going to talk football in a minute. I went down a rabbit hole last night and actually saw if I was due an upgrade to maybe get away from the iPhone last night. Like I took the next step of actually looking into the change. Everybody yells at me.
Yeah,
I've never seen a situation where whatever phone I choose offends other people to the point that it does, but it does. I'm catching raw hell over this.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you that I don't care what phone you use.
Do you not?
Not even a little bit.
Here's the one problem you and I have is that occasionally our podcast transfers get a little funny and I won't be able to airdrop. That is probably the one real world issue
but that's like twice a year.
I'm just looking for all situations.
I'm going to keep using what I'm using because I've gotten used to it. I like it. It's fine. It works generally. And I'm just going to keep
in the stream. Don't be the green bubble guy. You frustrate people when you're the green bubble.
I don't know what it says about me that I don't even notice that. Whatever. I get accused of being really hardcore.
Well, it's not
and truth is, I'm much more live and let live than almost anyone I know.
It does change your experience in group chats because of the way you it just does look different. But it's kind of everybody else's problems, right?
I'm not in many group chats. I'm in a
family text.
Yeah, that's it. It's literally the only one I'm in.
See, Grind, it's the flip I want. He says he has an iPhone and a Z Flip. Okay, you might need to give me some thoughts then. Help me out.
Why not just get a second phone?
Am I a drug dealer? What am I?
You're on your phone a lot. You could get a second phone.
What am I doing?
I don't know. If you want,
why do I need a second phone? With a second number, so my Samsung or my Flip is a different number.
Maybe you have a Flip that's only a handful of people know.
And if you're going to group text me, don't group text that one. Group text the other one.
Sure.
Okay.
How many group texts are you in?
Oh
God, I'd lose my mind.
10?
Yeah, I have no interest in having that many friends. I really don't want that many friends. I think you could offer me that many friends. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
You're good. Got enough.
I'm legitimately.
I'm
good.
full up.
Well, over the last couple of weeks, I've had to tell people I had someone call me and he goes, so about Kiffin. I was like, really? You?
Oh.
Why are you doing this to me? It was on Sunday. I'd written 4,000 words about Kiffin and he'd read it. He goes, so I just have a question. What do you really think? I'm like, seriously?
That's what you get sometimes. It's what do you really think?
Seriously? You read all of that and you think I think something else?
It's a 6, said he just counted. He's in 6 group chats in his late 40s. Says he needs to call.
No thanks. I'm in 1. And it drives me insane sometimes, and it's my family. Because it'll start going ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
You can silence that.
I know. I do.
Okay.
I've checked. I've exited the chat.
You've left
multiple times.
Have you really?
Yes.
And then but you're the jerk because you can see you left. It says Neal McCready left the group
and
or
then
whatever.
They'll come back. I get an individual text. Are you mad? No, I'm not mad. I'm.
You could change the name of the group to "Can y'all please shut up" or something.
Just stop.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
All right.
And they'll get going on vacation plans, and it's completely out of control.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of just tell me at the end what you've decided on, and we'll go. as this person who's probably going to pay for it. Just let me know.
Neal is trying to protect his peace, is what he's saying here, and that is not working out.
Well, you know what? I saw this thing on Twitter the other day, and it was and I don't remember what it was, but it was this woman saying men crave peace, and I was like, you are so right. More than anything in the world, peace, quiet, just calm. Yes, that is exactly what I crave.
Yeah, Grind says he's using the Z Flip for business, iPhone for personal use. Only had it 2 days ago, but likes the compactness of it. It's got the screen on the outside. Even when you close the flip, you can still see a screen out there. So, yeah, I'm not quite done. We'll get there in a minute.
All right.
NT Spark, fastest, most reliable fiber internet option available. Whether you're streaming the Rebels or connecting with family and friends, they offer both residential and business packages with speed up to 2 gigabits. To learn more, register for service. That's nespark.com. NeSpark, get connected, stay local.
We're brought to you by Comer Heating and Air, Southern Air Conditioning and Heating, different names, same great people, products, and services. If you live in Oxford, Batesville, Tupelo, or the surrounding area, call Comer 662-801-1777. If you live in Hernando, South Haven, Memphis, those areas, call Southern 662-429-4429. Oxford locals, Ole Miss families, if you need dry cleaning or laundry done right, Lapel's Dry Cleaning has you covered. Proudly serving the Oxford community since 2016. Lapel's takes care of everything from suits and formal dresses to comforters and everyday laundry. Even better, they offer free pickup and delivery to make life easier. Just call 662-638-3149 to be added to the pickup and delivery route, or visit them at 3010 Old Taylor Road, right across from the Mark Condominiums. Mention Rebels 24/7 or MPW Digital. Get 50% off your first order. We're also brought to you by ENT Physicians of North Mississippi. As the largest private ENT practice in the state, their goal is simple: delivering fast, expert, comprehensive care for patients of all ages with ENT, allergy, sinus, dizziness, balance, and voice-related needs. With same-day or next-day appointments with ENT urgent care for that annoying cough or sore throat, in-office CT scans and same-day allergy testing, and access to their comprehensive audiology team, offering a full range of services from hearing aids and custom hearing protection to potential surgical options, ENT Physicians of North Mississippi are committed to removing barriers to care. They now have new locations in New Albany and Starkville, in addition to Tupelo, Corinth, and more. Get more details at entnorthmississippi.com or call 662-844-6513. Are you retiring soon? How long should you wait to take Social Security? What accounts should you pull from first? Are you already retired? Should you consider Roth conversions? These are just some of the questions that can only be answered with a personalized retirement income plan. Andrew Sego Wealth Management, specializes in helping folks just like you come up with their retirement game plan. Whether you meet at his office in Collierville or prefer Zoom from anywhere, schedule a free discovery meeting. See what they can do for you. It's rebelsretire.com.
Podcast also brought to you by the Jackson Graber Group with GMFS Mortgage. All those folks coming to town, records enrollment, you need places to go. They can help you out with that. Local trusted mortgage lender right here in Oxford. Help all home buyers with first home, new construction, refinances. Graduate from Oxford High, Ole Miss alum, local in-house processing, underwriting, servicing, and construction. Wide range of options, including conventional FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, and construction loans. Buying a home, refinancing, or hey, if you just got questions, give them a call. They'll help you out. That's gmfsmortgage.com/JGG, 662-762-4502. All right. I guess I'm done driving people insane. God, ringtones were a thing back in the day. Now I don't like my phone being on ring, period. My phone's never on ring. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
No, silent, vibrate, something. I do not want to hear my phone ring. Yeah, people used to pay like the $2.99 for all the ringtones and stuff back in the day online.
Yeah. I keep mine mostly on like no notifications at all. It drives Laura insane.
Well, the one I've said this. The one thing that I do that's really stupid, and I'm admitting it's stupid, is I leave it on sleep mode all the time. So I'd miss calls, and then I look down and I call people back. Like, because if you're not in my favorites, it doesn't ring. If you're in my favorites, it'll ring. But if you're not, then it does not ring at all unless they call like 3 times in a row or something.
Yeah.
And so I'm constantly missing calls and calling people back because of that. Yeah, I use sleep mode, not do not disturb, because do not disturb doesn't show the bubble of the number of texts you have and like notifications. But sleep mode, when you open it, will show you if you have notifications. So that's why I use sleep mode instead of do not disturb.
I've never used either one.
Have you not?
I'm not as popular as you. Thank God. Thank you.
I don't know that I get a ton of calls, but
dude, you get calls and texts literally every hour.
Good bit.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I mean, I'm getting harassed right now in separate texts for contemplating getting away from the iPhone right now on my computer as we're talking. Let's see. How many people you think have texted me this morning?
20.
Oh, that's way too high. 12.
How many people you think have texted me this morning?
3.
That's correct.
Okay.
3 people, including the pool guy.
That counts.
Yeah, it counts. Rick's good, dude.
6. I don't know. I don't have a race set up right now. I looked through March and April marathons to try to like get me motivated to prepare, and I've had a hard time finding one that makes sense. I don't know. It's been a little bit tough sledding trying to figure out what that looks like. I want to badly, but it's got to be kind of the right situation, right place, right time. I'm a little more picky just from a scheduling standpoint, what makes sense there. But the winter is the perfect time to actually train. That was stupid training in the summer last time. Ole Miss basketball, 88-58, Southeastern Louisiana last night. Real slow start. I mean, there for a few minutes. Oh, boy, Lions were getting after it.
You think the winter's the best time to train for a marathon?
Yeah, because your body handles it. But I mean, you're
running in the cold.
I run outside always, though. I don't use a treadmill. So doing a 16-mile run when it's 87 degrees with 92% humidity is not the way to keep your body in check. But if you have a marathon in like April, I mean, to borrow a line from Elsa, like the cold doesn't bother me once I get going. I mean, it sucks for the first mile and a half, but I mean, you got gloves. If you layer correctly, I mean,
I guess so.
Your face is freaking freezing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just not.
But there is I mean, it's kind of like post-yard work beer. Like that shower after you've run in the cold is awesome.
Yeah.
Like that might be best shower.
I can see that.
So, way better. That. I mean, I ran yesterday morning and it was 33. Probably should have put gloves on. Might have been my one error.
When your hands are cold, you're miserable.
Yeah, I've kind of tucked them in my shirt.
Yeah.
And it was fine, but I kind of did that. But
it's not the same.
Yeah. All right, Adams says Flying Pig in Cincinnati, first Sunday in May. Okay, maybe. That's in the category.
Is that a marathon?
Yeah, that's what he says. I don't know anything about it, but sure. Yeah.
I love Cincinnati. Cool town.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think? Malik Dia last night leads them with 20. AJ Store with 18 last night. Ilias 13. Kez Giffa with 12.
Yeah.
Got 29 bench points. Played everybody.
Yeah.
Blowout after the first 15 minutes or so. So, I mean, it's Southeastern Louisiana. I understand that. But just in general, what did you think?
I like their team. I think they're a better team than they were a year ago. Let me rephrase that. I think when both of those teams, last year's team and this year's team, play at their highest level, this year's team's better. I love Elias Camerodine. Very smooth, very efficient offensive player. Even when he's not making his shots, he's impactful on the offensive end. I will reserve judgment until I get to see him guard a good player. Loved AJ Store's game. Loved it. Thought he looked like Wisconsin AJ Store, which is huge for Ole Miss. I think I think he's the least talked about player maybe in the SEC that could truly impact winning for a team. I loved everything he did last night. I thought he had a really balanced floor game. Malik offensively is a I wonder who tries to call me. I don't know who that is.
Do what?
Someone tried to call. Speaking of notifications,
There you go.
Malik had a very balanced offensive game. He's got to rebound more. It's been talked about since last season. He knows it. It got covered up last night by the fact that, look, they've got 4 bigs that can go get boards, as opposed to a year ago where they just got killed on the glass. Just killed on the glass the whole year. Like, the fact that that team, as insufficient as they were rebounding at times, made the Sweet 16 is wild. It wasn't fluky. I mean, they just gritted their way to wins, but the glass was a problem. I don't know that the glass is going to be a big problem for this team. Augusto had 6 rebounds in 9 minutes. Corey Chest had 6 rebounds in 14 minutes. I like his game a lot. LSU made him into nothing but a rebounder.
Yeah.
Chris and them are clearly developing a more well-rounded game for him. And he's a very athletic guy.
Okay, yeah, he's athletic now. It ain't a question.
Who am I leaving out? I mean, look, it's one game. I've watched 2 games, one against St. Mary's and now one against Southeastern Louisiana. To say that the sample size is too small is an understatement, okay? But the 2 games that I've seen, and I didn't see the Houston game, I saw Travis Perry kind of get hunted last night. Like, he's got to make shots. He wasn't impactful offensively. And he's small. And I really liked what I saw from Patton Pinkins.
Perry was 2 points, both from the free throw line, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3.
You know, now if he makes a few of those shots, it's a different story.
Played 19 minutes.
Pinkins got 5 points, missed a 3 that rattled out.
Played 16 minutes.
I like Patton's game. Long, athletic. He's got a sweet shot. It's just something to watch. Look, here's the deal. They got options. You're gonna compete internally for minutes, and in general, I like their team. There was concern after the St. Mary's game about, do you have anybody that can give you backup point guard minutes? And Kezagifa answered that yesterday with, yeah. I thought he was really good in the minutes that he played, to the point where it might be fun sometimes to watch him play the point and watch Elias off ball.
Mm-hmm.
They have options. They have some depth. I think they can go 9 to 10 deep pretty consistently, which is something that they couldn't do a year ago when they were a thin team and somebody got in foul trouble and you're like, man, these next 6 minutes are going to be brutal.
Survival. Just yeah.
I don't know that this team's going to battle that as much, assuming they stay healthy. So all in all, I mean, I was intrigued. I love the game. I love watching the game. I think he's a brilliant coach, and it's fun to watch his teams develop. And I'm quite intrigued with this one. I think this team has a chance to be really, really good. Not there yet. They got to shoot it better. The one thing I did like about them was, like, last year's team. And again, I'm not knocking those guys, but like last year's team, when they start 1 for 9 for 3, you're digging a hole. This year's team, they went 1 for 9 from their first 3 from 3 in the first, 14, 15 minutes. And they were fine because they kept getting to the line. They were getting paint touches. They were the bigger team. They were the more physical team. They took advantage of that. They got to the free throw line. They stayed in the game. And then once the shots fell, they went on a 17-0 run, and that thing was over. I don't know that last year's team could have done that.
One quick note. ULM is Friday. The Bakersfield Tadpad game is next Friday. It's the 14th, not
Correct.
the 7th. So ULM on the 7th. That's the next time up.
ULM, I think it's at 6:30. Chris said 6.
It's
the
6:30.
Schedule says 6:30. I wish they'd move it to 6. That would make me really pleased, but I think it's 6:30.
And then on the 11th, Memphis at 8.
Yeah.
So,
man, my sleep score that next day is going to suck.
not going to be ideal, is it?
No.
Around the SEC, as expected, Florida, the one loser last night. The defending national champions fell in Vegas in a hell of a basketball game to the Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah, I've seen people doing this ridiculous overreaction. Well, see, Florida's overrated. Hey, slow up. Hold up.
They're going to have their name called in March, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, Florida would have beaten Southeastern Louisiana also. Chill. Just
93-87 in Vegas last night for that. Arizona's ranked 13th. I mean, it's not like
that's my just hang tight.
Arkansas hammering Southern University, not Southern Miss. Alabama over North Dakota.
Arkansas's 2 young guards that everybody up there is really excited about. They both played last night. Like I know someone in basketball circles who thinks Arkansas is severely underrated.
Tennessee disposing of Mercer last night, and then Auburn trying to just kill the SEC's net last night on opening night. Good God. They end up in overtime with Bethune-Cookman. They were up 3 with a couple seconds left in regulation, and they fouled the shooter from the half-court line, and he makes all 3 free throws to force overtime there. Oh, boy. Yeah.
And I know people do this deal like you love when SEC teams get beat. You don't want SEC teams to lose non-league games. You just don't. In the event that you're a bubble team, and I don't think Ole Miss will be one, but in the event you are, you want that conference ranking to be as good as possible.
Yes, in basketball, you're for every SEC team every time.
And baseball.
Yeah, correct.
When they play non-league games, you're cheering for the teams in your conference because it matters if you end up being a bubble team. And look, man, this league's going to be such that there's going to be some bubble teams in it.
I mean, Arkansas was bubbly at times last year, a long way, and they went to Sweet 16.
Bubbly as hell until the last weekend. Was it
Kermit doing color last night?
I don't know.
I think it was. I think I recognized his voice. I was watching, but I wasn't overly paying attention. He had an interesting stat, if it was him, that of the all SEC team members this year, 12 are back from last year, something that you never would have seen pre-NIL era.
Yeah. But
that of the 15 all SEC preseason this year, 12 are returning players from a year ago. And it's 11 on their own team, and then Boogie Flan, Arkansas to Florida. So still inside the league. That would count to whatever capacity you want to see that counted. But yes, he did see that. Nothing else close in the SEC last night, best I can tell. I think State gets started tomorrow. I think I have that right.
Okay.
I'm just scrolling nationally real quick. I don't see anything that overly sticks out. Houston recovered from their scrimmage loss to Ole Miss to dispose of Lehigh last night. No. Nothing.
Houston's bounced back.
Michigan scored 121 last night.
Who'd they play?
Oakland. In-state rival.
Yeah.
Yes. The Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Illinois scored 113 on Jackson State last night.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. UCLA survived a little bit of a scare, 80-74 over Eastern Washington at home last night.
Oh. How about that?
And then BYU, really good game last night. BYU Villanova 71-66.
BYU won?
They did, yes.
Yeah, they've got
they got the dude.
The lottery pick.
Yeah. Was it DeBonsa? How do you pronounce his name?
Dibasanta or something like that. I'm not sure. He's good.
Okay. Big Ben asking baseball news. In what regard? What are we talking about? Are you just asking me about fall, or are you asking something else? Oh, Luke's got a good point. He says he lives in Boston. He says, started dating a girl up here. She didn't go to a big football schools, but been a great sport about my Saturday obsession. I haven't prepared her for baseball season. Might want to go ahead and do that. Just go, hey, by the way, there's this whole college baseball thing. Oh, yeah, TCU lost last night. I did see that. I don't know if they were ranked, but I did see that. They were not ranked. They got beat by UNO last night. Big win for the Privateers. Went into Fort Worth and knocked off the Horned Frogs.
I'm sorry, I was reading something. I'll tell you in a minute.
Bad?
No. Fascinating.
Not bad.
No.
You would not classify it as bad.
No. It has nothing to do with Ole Miss.
Okay.
I guess it could, sort of, but it doesn't. It'd be a stretch to say it was about Ole Miss.
Okay. So, yes, UNO beat TCU. That was the other one. Yeah, Ole Miss is going to really pitch in the spring. They're going to pitch. I don't know if they can hit or not, but they're going to pitch. Like I said, I worry about their versatility from a lineup standpoint. It's going to be a ton of swing and miss. They really need 3 specific players to be complete offensive baseball players. Dom Decker, Hayden Federico, and Braden Randall. Or Owen Pano if he ends up. Whatever. 3 of those dudes, whoever they are. It's November the 4th. We got time.
You got a minute.
That's what Neal was saying there for their size. They announced game times for the college football playoff, which we got that. Ole Miss hoping it's involved at least on December 19th or 20th, maybe even week after or whatnot. We got one game on Friday, December the 19th. That's starting at 7 p.m. And then we have a triple header on ESPN ABC on that Saturday, December 20th. We're going at 11, 2:30, and 6:30, normal ABC time.
Last year, the 5-12 game was the early game.
Was it?
Yes. And then they played.
But it's strictly matchup dependent, obviously.
Notre Dame, Indiana was the Friday game last year, which was was that 7-10?
Sounds right.
And then the early game was the 5-12 because that was the Penn State SMU game. My guess is that Ole Miss is either going to be the 6 or the 7 tonight. A.J. McCarron said.
Alan, Lieutenant Governor, had an opinion on Ole Miss's playoff ranking.
Well, I mean, but he's a college football guy. He said he is watching to see who gets put ahead of each other, Ole Miss or Oregon, and that he will know right then whether the committee is actually putting stock into strength of schedule. He said if Oregon's ahead of Ole Miss, he's going to know that the committee is essentially full of it. And that if Ole Miss is ahead of Oregon, that he's going to go, maybe the committee is actually doing what they said they're going to do.
Interesting.
I am cynical. I anticipate that the committee is going to absolutely F this up tonight. I don't know why we do this. Here's my problem with it. We do this, and then they start changing it over time. I'm like, well, what changed? Be transparent. You want me to care about the committee? Put it on television. Put the meetings on television. I'm going to give the ACC a ton of credit. The ACC doing this deal with the replay, where you hear the conversations, I have a ton of respect for it. Because even if you disagree, you're like, well, I see how you got there. At least I know how you got there. So even if the committee did something, I went, I don't think you got that right. If I heard their rationale, I'd go, well, okay, I see why you think that. I still think you're wrong, but I'd have a lot more respect for it than, I don't know, it looks like you guys got behind a room and you talked to the TV people and said, what do you want?
Yeah, I mean, take the example of the day. What was almost assuredly a fumble on South Carolina, but if they got into the hood and went, we just can't see the ball.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I probably, but I got to be able to see it, and I can't see the ball.
And so if
upheld.
And so if you let me watch that, and the guy's going, look, I think he probably fumbled it, but I can't see it. And the rule is we've got to be able to see it, and I can't see it. Are there any other angles? And if you heard that, you'd be able to go, well,
damn it.
Even they thought it was a fumble, but I understand why they left it the way it was.
Yes.
Right? It's transparency. It's why I don't trust this committee. And they do the hokey, stupid hat thing as they walk in. I'm like, oh, you're going to do it again. You guys are going to do this again. I asked Lane Kiffin about it yesterday. Got a great answer. And Lane's answer was he would be really disappointed if it's bad because they're going to 9 games next year. And if strength of schedule doesn't matter, then the league just screwed itself.
Right.
I mean, it's I got a really good answer on that. I got, frankly, yesterday with Lane, a couple of really good answers. I asked some big picture questions and got really good answers.
He was on a good mood yesterday.
He's look. This is gonna sound like I'm kissing ass. You know me, I'm not. I think he's terrific from a press standpoint. You know the deal. And so if you insist on asking really hardcore, specific personnel questions, you're going to get short answers. It's been 6 years. You sort of know it. But if you observe him for a minute, see what kind of mood he's in, and then ask big picture questions like I asked about, hey, I know some of this is luck, and you probably don't want to jinx it, but your team's really healthy. Considering where you are on the schedule, why do you think that is? Is it something you do in the offseason? And he came back with, no, it's not the offseason. And then he was very frank about how he got where he got with this line of thinking. He got to FAU and goes, we don't have a lot of good players. If we practice really hard and too long and get them hurt and they can't play, well, we're going to suck. And he basically said, we got to Ole Miss, and when he got to Ole Miss, they didn't have a lot of good players. And he's like, what are we doing? Because in this league, if you lose all your good players, you go. He was doing his hands. He goes, you go from here to here fast. I was like, there aren't a lot of coaches.
Whereas 2014 Alabama go beat the hell out of each other. Who cares?
Well, and he literally made that example, where he was like, at Alabama, you could afford some injuries and stuff. And he talked about how I really respected the answer. Saban was a long practice guy. And he's like, I took a lot from him, but I didn't take that. And he goes, I'm not saying there's right or wrong. It wasn't him going, my way's the right way. Because it might not be the right way for everybody. But it's worked for him. I thought it was really fascinating. And then so I asked him about the playoff. And the way I phrased the question was, are you watching to see where you are? Or are you kind of watching to see where the whole league is? Because that's going to tell you whether they're looking at strength of schedule and stuff. And he was like, and I kind of believed him. I'm not really looking at us yet because we got games to play. You could be the 6 and then you lose to Florida next weekend and you're not the 6 anymore, right? So your focus has to be on taking care of your business. But he said, but if I did, the big picture would be the thing I would look at. And I do want to see where strength of schedule is. Like, I want to see where Vanderbilt is.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see where Vanderbilt is. Vanderbilt has lost 2 games. They lost at Alabama, who's a playoff team, and they lost at Texas, who as of today probably should be a playoff team. They only have 2 losses. Where are those teams in relation to Notre Dame? Where's Texas A&M? Is Texas A&M the 1 or is Texas A&M the 3? Are they the 2? I mean, where is the league valued?
And I bet they have A&M 3.
You're probably right. Now, that'll change because Ohio State and Indiana are on a collision course to play one another.
Yes.
I mean, there's more games to be played. The question was asked. It wasn't asked great. I'm not criticizing the questioner. It was and Lane didn't hear it. He didn't understand it. I would have loved to hear the answer. The question was essentially, do you want to play in the SEC championship game? And Lane sort of got around to it with it'd be cool to play in it, except, there's positives, there's negatives. What I would love to know is when Indiana plays Ohio State in Indianapolis, when Texas A&M plays presumably Alabama at this point in Atlanta, do you punish the losers of those games?
I don't know. Well, that's the whole bye situation. Because if you don't, then there's zero way Ole Miss gets a bye no matter what at 11-1 or anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's done. There's really nothing you do. So,
but I mean, where's Notre Dame today? My guess is that the committee is going to put Notre Dame.
If Notre Dame goes 10-2, they are getting in the field.
I know,
and it's not even a question.
I've been saying this for a minute.
Not even a question.
And yet, their strength of schedule is nowhere close to the SEC teams.
Now, I do think they're one of the 12 best teams.
I do too. It's why you should make this transparent. Let us hear the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't, and so it feeds the conspiracy theory.
All right. Continue that conversation in a minute. First, tell you that if your home and auto insurance keeps going up, let the folks at the firm, Proud Liberty Mutual and Safeco Insurance Agency Partner, take a look. Founded by Ole Miss alum Brian Hayden, they service the entire Southeastern Conference footprint. Let their team of licensed professionals review your information and your insurance needs and put together coverages to protect you and your family without breaking the bank. Consultation 662-236-1101 or email staff at thefirmsouth.com. That's 662-236-1101.
We're also brought to you by Arnett's Fine Jewelry. It's a fourth-generation jeweler located in the old Lamons building on North Lamar Avenue in Oxford. They offer jewelry repair, diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, stackable diamonds, genuine stone, everything, basically, guys. If you're looking for jewelry for gifts for Christmas, Arnett's is the place to go. You're coming in this weekend for basketball, football, next weekend for the Florida game. Make Tadpad game, whatever the case may be. Make Arnett's part of your shopping. You can knock that out while you're in town. Speaking of when you come into town, it's a red game this weekend with the Citadel coming in. Blood red. You play the Citadel, right? You get nasty. Is that right? Angry.
Yes, angry.
You're,
big contrast against the Citadel's powder blue that they wear.
Oh, they have the audacity.
They look like North Carolina.
They're wearing Ole Miss's powder blue. Do they have the UCLA stripes?
I don't know what their uniforms look like. Don't they have blue, the powder blue helmet with the Navy C on it? Is that wrong?
Oh, is that? I thought that was Columbia.
Well, they both have similar colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've seen them play.
I just want to know, are they wearing Ole Miss's UCLA stripes?
I don't think so.
Because that would piss me off. But it's a red.
Actually, their uniforms do have Citadel. They do have that.
UCLA stripes.
No, they took them off this year.
Oh.
Yeah, they took them off.
They knew they were coming to Oxford.
They are going to wear white helmets with a powder-ish logo, white jerseys, powder blue numbers and name, Citadel across the front. By the way, it doesn't say the Citadel across the front. It just says Citadel. You tell us to say whatever. And then they either have gray, like pewter gray, dark gray pants or white pants to wear with the white jerseys.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss is wearing, it's a red game, but they'll probably wear navy.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, whatever the case may be, you can get all those colors and more at the College Corner. They got hoodies, quarter zips, polos, tees, hats, you name it. They've got it. All the brands you know and love, Nike, Horn Legend, Champion, Antigua, to name a few. It's across the street from Secret Chick-fil-A in the Oxford Commons off of Sisk. So go in and check them out, collegecornerstore.com. We're brought to you by our friends at Kaiser Flooring. I know I talk about this a lot. They came and did our flooring back in August. We were having the beginning of empty nest syndrome. We needed a project. Yanked the carpet out, put flooring in. It looks amazing. Caroline was home for the week. She kept talking about how much she loves it. They did great work. Communicated extremely well. They'll take care of you too. It's kaiserflooring.com, locations in Oxford and Batesville. Hey, since its inception in 1873, some of the members of the CFP were born in 1873. You know what else was born in 1873? Coors Banquet Beer. It's been brewed with the same tradition of the original 150-year-old recipe. Banquets crafted with 100% Rocky Mountain water. So when you're enjoying a banquet, you're drinking history. I can't tell you what to drink in the Grove. I mean, do what you want to do. But I can't imagine a better beer at 10:30 in the morning on Saturday than a Coors Banquet beer. And just think, you'll be drinking history and drinking the same beer that the CFP committee members were drinking when they were teenagers. We're also brought to you by Argent Wealth, 401k advisory services. You'll gain a valuable advisory team and time-saving resource that will help you develop and maintain a solid strategy for your retirement plan. They're committed to providing you with the personalized attention and involvement that you want and need. Their goal is to help you manage your 401k plan properly and ultimately improve your employees' retirement readiness. It's myargentwealth.com.
Podcast also brought to you by Horn Legend, hornlegend.com, the place to go as the weather continues to get chillier and chillier. All the vests,
Low
Wilted
of 26
vest.
on Monday.
Oh, that's not good.
26. High in the 40s on Monday.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're going to need a vest.
You're going to need the hoodies. Wore one of those to the basketball game against St. Mary's. You're going to need some of those quarter zips, all that stuff they hook you up with there at Horn Legend. Choose MPW Digital out of the drop down. We would really appreciate you doing so. That would be huge. Again, help you out, help them out. Great stuff. Great selection there with hornlegend.com. And podcast brought to you by New Albany Pharmacy and Solutions. It's newalbanypharmacy.com, the website to go and see everything they have to offer right there at 140 Fairfield Drive in New Albany. 662-539-7777. Family-owned pharmacy with excellent service, wide range of gifts for all ages, home decor, jewelry, and more. Tell them you heard about them from MPW Digital and get 15% off any non-medical purchase. Again, newalbanypharmacy.com. Yeah, Vandy, Oregon, A&M, probably the three. I guess at the moment, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Technically, 2 losses.
Yeah. Well, no, there's no technically about it. They have 2 losses.
We forget about them because they probably aren't running it, I guess is the point.
Big win for them on Saturday.
It is. Who do they have left? LSU, A&M, and somebody else?
Hold on. I'll pull out my trusty college corner schedule, and I'll let you know. Talking about the Sooners?
Yeah.
Open date. Gets tough, boy. At Alabama, Missouri at home, LSU at home. That win over Alabama would be a big win for them. Who else you want to know about? Vanderbilt?
They have Tennessee left, and they have somebody else.
They have Auburn, the Hugh Freeze-less Auburn Tigers. Open date, Kentucky at home, at Tennessee. Tennessee has New Mexico State, at Florida, and Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Tennessee has what, 2 losses, or are they 3 losses?
They're at 3 now. They're done.
They're done. Okay,
They're
never
done.
mind. They're done. Georgia's got 1 loss. They've got at Mississippi State. Big game next week against Texas. What time's that game? Georgia, Texas.
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Because Ole Miss got the 6 o'clock Florida game.
They did. Lane was happy.
Ole Miss people, y'all cannot bitch about your schedule. Like you got taken care of this year. A lot of the conspiracy theorists, you're going to have to take the year off.
Lane said he told Greg, thank you.
I mean,
no road night games.
To Lane's credit, he admitted it. I mean, y'all, you got every break you could have gotten. No road night games, 3 home SEC night games.
They ended up being 3.
Yeah. Arkansas, South Carolina, and now Florida.
And then was 2:30.
Yeah, you did not get a single 11 a.m. game. Man, the conspiracy theorists are going to have a hard time.
Well, it's caught a lot of flack for it last year. They'll make up for it next year. You'll get like 3, and then it's.
Well, I mean, there were teams in the league that got a bunch of them. Someone's got to play them.
That crowd's going to be huge for LSU and Arkansas at 11:45 next weekend. Woo, boy!
It's one of the reasons.
It's going to be an environment.
It's one of the reasons they fired him.
Your schedule next week, game times. You've got South Carolina at Texas A&M at 11 a.m. at Kyle Field and College Station. That's on ABC or ESPN. You have Arkansas at LSU, 11:45 from Baton Rouge. You have Tennessee Tech and Kentucky at 12:30 on SEC Network Plus next weekend. That's a good one.
That's tough, man.
Oklahoma and Bama, ABC 2:30 for that one. Tennessee, New Mexico State, 3:15, SEC Network. Florida and Ole Miss, 6 p.m. ESPN for that one. No shortage of storylines there. Texas at Georgia, 6:30 on ABC.
Wow.
God, they are packing the night because even this is kind of an intriguing game. Mississippi State at Missouri, 6:45 SEC Network. It's a hellaciously good 3 games.
What the hell was CBS thinking? What the hell was CBS thinking? I mean, no, seriously, we got to do this for a second. I'm sitting here going, wait. On the same day, just think about this from brands, okay? Brands. On the same, Florida and Ole Miss, pretty big game. From a brand standpoint, there's 2 games even bigger than that. Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia. CBS went, nah, we're good. We'll take Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all out of your minds? Where was hand raise guy in that room? Because I would have been like, Hello? No, I'm totally serious right now. What the hell were they thinking? I'd have been like, we'll top any bid. We'll pay for it. Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia, Ole Miss, Florida. And look, there's days where LSU, Arkansas would be a big game. What were the other ones in the league?
Missouri State's not bad.
I mean, Missouri, Mississippi State's a better game than half the Big Ten. Who's Texas A&M playing?
South Carolina.
You know, who was Tennessee playing?
Nobody. Yeah, New Mexico State.
Yeah, y'all were crazy.
South Carolina A&M, Arkansas LSU, Florida Ole Miss, Alabama Oklahoma, Georgia Texas, Missouri Mississippi State.
Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Oklahoma. I mean, just brands, man. What are you doing?
I mean,
good God.
I mean, just the look on television. I mean, Alabama, Oklahoma on the field together looks awesome. Ole Miss and Florida with those uniforms, good contrast. Looks
Georgia
good on
and
the
Texas.
Georgia and Texas.
Like two of the 5 biggest brands. Like everybody in the world. My guy in Dubuque, he goes, "Oh, I know those helmets.
Yeah.
The horns, the big G.
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah. Pop some popcorn, grab a Coors.
I know.
He's like, I don't give a shit who wins.
But CBS is going to go, hey, Washington, Illinois this week. Illini, Huskies.
Man, oh, wow.
Cue the music.
The music's good.
Music's great.
But after the music,
the whole game thing happens, and then it's a problem.
God, though. Someone at CBS all day long is going, hey, did you guys see the Alabama-Oklahoma game? Could have had that. We could have put Georgia, Texas on primetime tonight. What do we have? Murder, She Wrote?
Tyler's got a good question. Yeah, he makes a great point because I've seen this too. Because I laugh when I'm watching an NFL on CBS game. They throw a promo up saying, hey, don't miss Purdue, Maryland this weekend, 2:30 kick. You know?
It's Michigan State.
Yes.
And UCLA. We go live to the Rose Bowl.
In some weeks they get like the 3rd or 4th choice even.
I know.
It's not even like we get
Rutgers. Maryland. Next. What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, I guess their big game this week is Oregon, Iowa. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. This is one of those weeks, though, that's a tough one. Tough to next week. It's tough to watch all that unfold. That's watching your ex-girlfriend go out on a date and he shows up and you're like, he looks like a god and he's got a Lamborghini and his private jet.
You go,
You're like, well, she's not coming back.
So
I think I'm going to order a pizza now. I'm done. She's not thinking about me.
As yes, it's the old country song. That ain't my truck in her drive. It sure ain't.
Doris says Murder, She Wrote was good. I'm offended. Sorry.
You want to know who the 10 most watched college football teams this season are to date?
Sure.
From 10 or from 1?
From 10. Let's do a countdown, Dave Letterman style.
South Carolina, number 10.
Okay.
5.04 million on average.
All right.
It's a good number.
Sure.
CBS take that number.
Yeah.
Number 9, Florida. 5.15 million. By the way, let's do the quick math. The number 10 and 9 national teams have combined league records of 2 and 8 or something. I mean, I don't know.
I'll tell you real quick.
Well, Carolina's 1 and 6.
Carolina's 1 and 6. Florida is
2 and something.
2 and 3. So they are
3 and 9.
3 and 9.
Yeah. Number 8, Ole Miss, 5.19 million on average.
Okay.
Number 7, Ohio State, $6.11 million on average.
Okay.
LSU, number 6, $6.24 million on average.
Even on a shit year, people watch LSU.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 5, Oklahoma, $6.34 million on average.
Big brand.
Number 4, Texas, $6.88 million on average.
CBS hates you right now.
Number 3, Georgia, $7.6 million on average.
CBS really doesn't like you.
Number 2, Tennessee, $7.8 million on average.
Let me guess. Number 1 is Alabama. Good job, CBS.
$7.91 million on average.
Someone goes, well, we didn't have Ohio State before. It's a good point.
You did not.
You did not.
You don't have them now most of the time. They play somewhere else. Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, Fox is like,
the only surprise here is that even with their coach fired, Auburn is not on this list, frankly.
No Notre Dame either.
No Notre Dame. That's true. That is true. So, yep, that's your top 10.
Wow, dude. 9 of the top 10. Mm-hmm. Yeah, next weekend, Alabama, Oklahoma, Georgia, Texas, LSU. Florida, Ole Miss.
Bet they get some numbers.
6 of the top 10. You think they'll get numbers in those games? Here's what will be interesting. Ole Miss, Florida will get a diluted number because of going up against Georgia, Texas, and it will still get a 5 or a 6 million.
Yeah, the SEC just crowded that night package and said, we're just going to own it. Like, we don't really care how it's divvied. We're going to own it.
Well, here's the deal. Thing. Every sports bar in America will have Georgia, Texas on 2/3 of the TVs and LSU. Florida, Ole Miss on the others.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll dominate the country. Everyone will be watching your 2 games.
Wow. That's crazy.
And they'll get the stagger because they'll get 45 minutes because the 6:30 game won't start until 6:47. So you'll get Ole Miss, which usually the 6 o'clock game starts at 6. Ole Miss, Florida will play almost an entire first quarter before Georgia, Texas kick off. And if it goes according to plan, Ole Miss, Florida will finish with a full quarter left in, where's the game, Austin? A full quarter left in that game with Georgia and Texas. So it's not only do you have 2 games, but you actually have 2 windows where you have this window from 6 until 10:30 where you just literally dominate the airwaves.
Mm-hmm.
So you almost get 6 quarters of football.
Right.
I guess 5 quarters of football. You get the extra quarter at the front.
It's fine. It counts. Told you yesterday to remember that Chicory Market has their Thanksgiving catering options online. That is chicorymarket.com/catering request/Thanksgiving. You can just go to catering and then Thanksgiving off of it. They got pictures of these things too. You can see a picture of the chocolate bourbon pecan pie, the southern gravy, those pumpkin brioche rolls that do look out freaking standing.
Please don't let me go there.
Apple pie, pumpkin pie.
Because both of my brothers are coming to town in 2 weeks, and right now I'm the fat one, and so I'm having to really.
You feeling it a little bit?
Well, I started the hardcore fasting crash thing. Yesterday. I didn't eat a bite until 4 o'clock.
Have you ever done those protein sparing fast?
Mm-mm.
Where that you just eat protein only for so many days?
Oh,
it does some different. Yeah. We can talk about it off air, but yeah. The crawfish pie looks awesome. I love some Brussels sprouts. By far my favorite vegetable. They got some great ones here, roasted. A little crisp. You want the char on them. That's the.
I did some Brussels sprouts on Sunday. They were really good.
Yeah. So all those options.
I did the air fryer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yep. And then if you need catering options, again, for this weekend's game, Johnstown Creamery is still taking those orders. So take advantage of that. Please do me a favor with that. You can get the local cheeses they make in-house, sandwiches, desserts. They have tons of great condiments, that spicy feta dip, cheesecake dip. We used some of that for something a couple weeks ago. So a lot of options there from Johnstown Creamery. That's johnstoncreamery.com.
We're also brought to you by John Edwards Regency Travel Incorporated in Memphis, Tennessee. John's part of Virtuoso. It's a worldwide network of travel partners that allows him to supply his clients with added values, unique benefits, simply not available to other travelers. So get in touch with John, give him some parameters, give him a budget, and sit back and do nothing. He'll give you options that you're not going to find on your own. 901-494-3387, or Jay Edwards at regencytravel.net. Get the beautiful, healthy smile you deserve at Corinth Dental. Dr. Bubba McQueen, Dr. Jenny Beth Hendrick are devoted to restoring and enhancing the natural beauty of your smile using conservative, state-of-the-art procedures that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. From routine checkups to advanced treatment, including implants and Invisalign, Corinth Dental's here to help you achieve your smile goals. Schedule your appointment today. Take the first step toward a better version of yourself. It's corinthdental.com. Have a mailbag up tomorrow. It's brought to you by Art Hayes, Sotheby's International Realty. Are you thinking of making a move? Put the power of Sotheby's to work for you. As a licensed agent with Sotheby's and a supporter of all things Ole Miss, Art can help you buy or sell in your hometown or anywhere in the world at no charge to you. Seriously, just call and ask Art how. 612-805-5929 or email Art at arthur.hayes@lakesmn.com. And finally, if you're looking for your new favorite hat, I've had several people ask about my hat. This is a Hovey Dry Goods hat they sent to me. It's awesome. I love it. It's fantastic. I love the way it feels. It's perfect. They have lots of them with the Ole Miss hats. Got other schools. Check them out at Hovey, Hovi, drygoods.com.
Podcast is brought to you by G&M Pharmacy, 662-236-2222. They deliver locally in the Oxford area and offer medicine. For prescriptions, same time each month, and take care of you. One trip to the pharmacy, one delivery, everything you need when you need it from G&M. So again, that whether you're in Holly Springs or Oxford, 662-236-2222. Lane was very high on him yesterday, while also taking a little slight dig at Quinshon Judkins' story up on Rebels 24/7 on Kewan Lacey this morning. Basically, he does everything and does everything very, very well. We discussed yesterday on the show that he was second nationally in
he goes low ego.
Yeah.
Pretty refreshing for a guy in that position.
Yeah, it was good.
Dude, just say it.
That was a good quip. That was good. Not bad. Pretty good there. He just meant in general, typically running backs. Yeah. No thing in mind whatsoever there, as you said that. 21 of 25 catches out of targets, second nationally in missed tackles forced, 867 yards. Should probably break into the top 10 in an Ole Miss season after one more game, and he's got at least 4 left. So a lot of chances there for Kewan Lacey to move up the board. Kewan and Quinshon in the same thing. My tongue kind of tied there for a second.
It happens. Yep.
That's a good point. It's a credit to them. We probably have not completely discussed the offensive line getting better this season as time is going on. They've done a really good job. You have. No,
I have. I've stayed on that pretty good.
Chambliss moving around helps that stat of only 2 sacks. Clearly, he's not a statue back there.
Well, I'm a big believer that when people criticize one year, and I'm not saying it wasn't justified. I thought the offensive line was a detriment last year. I think you have to give a ton of credit to John Garrison. He's the one that coaches them every day. One of the things I always watch when we have access at the beginning of the season, I go watch offensive line practice. I think it's interesting. It's more interesting than just watching people running around throwing balls. And I think he's done a great job. I mean, they found a group that works, and they stuck to it. And Jaden Williams was SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week last week.
He did not allow a pressure last week,
and he was going up against a beast.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done a really, really good job. This has been a strong coaching job.
Reading through the thing a little bit. I would expect the out-of-conference stuff to come out fairly quickly. I mean, look, I still fully expect, barring something I'm unaware of, I was pretty well-versed on this a week ago. I guess something have changed. I still anticipate Ole Miss to open with a neutral site game. The overwhelming rumor has been Nashville, but I can't prove or report that for 100% fact.
I've heard the same.
Pitt would be my guess.
Yes. I would actually be surprised if it's
at one point it was supposed to be Virginia Tech, and I think they pulled out. And then I expect that Charlotte game to be moved to Oxford.
Yes.
Charlotte doesn't have an AD currently, which probably even makes it easier because they have bigger problems than where the Ole Miss game is being held. But that's my guess at this juncture. And Tyler, you made a good point earlier. Yes, the two of the games on the first round of the college football playoff schedule are not on ESPN. They're on TNT, True, whatever they're doing there. So they farm 2 of those games out on that Saturday. I think the first 2 of the day, maybe, if I have that right. So
I was banning someone. I'm sorry.
Oh, were you really?
I was.
Oh, was it bad?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. We haven't been spammed in a while on our stream.
Come on, man.
It's my favorite bit. Also,
Chase does this in the press box, and
because I'm leaving at halftime.
There's a few times that I wanted to let you leave early, like out the front window. The game's going quickly, and Chase is like, "Hey, this game's really moving along," and you're like, "You son of a bitch." I mean, I just put my head down when he does it. Like,
well, you were trying to hurry it up of the day, and we'd been zooming. I mean, it was no problem.
But I didn't talk about it.
We were like an hour and 15 in, going to halftime.
I'm like, let's go even faster then.
Just want to enjoy the day, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the pageantry. Just have a good time. You weren't cold. You were enclosed.
I wasn't cold.
Nothing to worry about.
No, I was good. Just let's go. Let's keep moving.
Think you had your Horn Legend vest on Saturday?
I did.
Thought so.
I did.
The green one or the black one?
I wore the green one. It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a green one. I haven't worn it yet.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. I'm very pleased with it.
Are you?
Wore a Horn Legend quarter zip last night to the basketball contest.
Multiple people have been mentioning it in the stream, and I just sort of haven't talked about it. Dick Cheney passes away at 84 years old.
Yep, saw that.
In the last,
I actually woke up, saw that the first thing this morning on Wall Street Journal. They had a incredibly well written obituary of Dick Cheney.
Very little public comment from me. Like nobody even seems to be registering it this morning as we move through.
Had a fascinating life story.
Yeah.
Grew up in Wyoming, went to Yale, basically failed out, went back to the University of Wyoming, got married, had children, was very successful in the oil business, kind of attached himself to Donald Rumsfeld early in Rumsfeld's career and ended up in the Nixon White House, then back into private business, and then was the vice president of the United States for 8 years. Hell of a life. No matter whether you agree or disagree with him politically, his role in the war on terror and the post 9/11, Dick Cheney impact. If you're our age,
straight impact, yeah,
had impact on our lives.
Yeah. 84
years old.
Got that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pneumonia, had complications from pneumonia.
Daniel says that he has a football field named after him where I live in Wyoming.
He grew up in Casper, Wyoming, I believe.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I have not read much this morning on it. I've been kind of running busy, but
yeah,
I will see.
Wall Street Journal had a very balanced,
really,
very, very well done, balanced obituary. It was incredibly well written. I had a lot of respect for the way it was handled.
Okay. So Ole Miss basketball kicks back off on Friday. Again, who was it? It's ULM. Sorry, the Warhawks will be in Oxford for that one, and then Ole Miss Citadel 12 o'clock.
I mean, once again, another SEC school goes, "Hey, we'll play you guys," and we were like, "All right, well, let's put this thing on the bayou." Everybody's like, "No, we can't do that.
Basketball court.
We don't have a water skiing team.
We don't.
It's total failure."
Does Lafayette have a?
Yeah, Lafayette has. We're arch rivals on the water.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Oh, we hate each other.
Okay,
it's violent.
The guy that was the quote architect of the Balco scandal died at 75 too in the last day or so. Conti.
Oh,
yeah. Back in the day, it was a big deal.
No doubt.
The real young ones in here don't get what that looked like for a while.
Mm.
That was a deal.
Mm.
So. All right, back tomorrow. Another show here for you, Rebels 24/7. In the meantime, content, conversation, and more. So take care, and we'll talk to you then.